time can make things better, you know. You need to have more dinners and lunch together to get to understand what does Masaros like to eat.
Prepare for
That's how you
battle.
get better synergy.
Very true.
Nothing can come quickly, you know. It's always a process. You have to just let the process, trust the process, I would say. Just let it flow.
What else can you really do, to be honest? There's not usually too many other moves to be made.
But let me tell you, if your team is struggling, playing a global lineup will make things easier.
You think? Because it's just easier.
Yeah.
Ah.
No, it's just easier to execute because it's global. Alright, 11, run away!
Yeah. He makes it down to the
Run
low
away.
ground. They are giving chase here. Blood grenade
Blood
thrown.
grenade.
Jackie diving under tower. Blood grenade might
Tower
just do
regen.
the trick.
Tower
No.
regen. Oh, he didn't eat tango.
Tower regen was simply not enough.
Who wants to be
Oh, he
second?
didn't eat his tangles. Eat your vegetables, guys.
30 seconds to battle.
Eat your vegetables.
Yeah, I know you don't like vegetables.
That's not true. I like vegetables.
I always see a steak on your plate.
Who doesn't like a little steak every now and then, all right? Can you blame me?
Eat some tacos.
Of course. Getting a bit aggressive here now. Nice flame break early on. It's going to keep Masaros off of 4-2-3. But I think Runes will go 2 for 2.
Yep, so it's a Bat Rider Naga lane. That's something you see you see a lot. Quite a strange lane, I would say. Maybe this is gonna work because Naga's gonna push out the wave, right? If you think about it, and Bat Rider just wants to get levels and pull creeps instead. So this actually might be a reasonable lane. Just looks weird. Don't think they'll have a lot of kill threat, or maybe I'm wrong. You know, against the Dawn.
There's that first boulder kick. Like I was thinking, to just kind of get you out of those, or a little bit of advantage. And an early level 2, right? Gives him a bit of a leg up there to be able to have a small advantage.
Level 3 is the time where the lane is gonna get real rough for the Earth Spirit. You know, like you said, after that he's gonna just have to rely on the boulder smash to get the range creep particularly. Bot lane, Jackie, nicely done. Gets a kill on Ace. Alright, every time we see these Spectre lanes, you know, oh, this lane is tough, you know, but they're getting kills. Oh, this lane with the A is a weak lane, and they're getting killed.
I mean, if it works, right? There's not really... I don't know. Maybe, or Winter, alternatively, you could just be wrong on the strength of this lane.
Yeah, I admitted that last time. When I saw them winning the lane, it was I think it was Void, was it? Faces Void and A. I think relatively almost similar, maybe better because time dilation is more useful in the lane compared to Spectre. I think it's just a change, you know, mainly to Ice Vortex because it does damage now.
Yep.
So it really makes the laning phase a lot better for A. Don't underestimate that small little tick damage, you know.
That's true. It's really annoying. The slow, now that it's you incentivized to take that skill a little bit sooner, is also much more obnoxious.
Yeah, it's basically like the mana cost too, you know, because it's low mana cost. Like if you're taking Cold Fate, look at the Cold Fate mana cost, it's 125. How many times can you use it in a lane? Like maybe you have it 2 or 3 times, you know, but for Vortex you have it a lot more because it's just 40 mana, 50 mana at level 2. And especially when you're playing all these, like, I would say, relatively defensive lanes with Faces Void or Spectre, you just want to keep your enemy at bay and make sure your core can farm the range creep or the melee creeps, you know. I mean, whereas for top lane, this Dawn and Tusk, this double melee lane seems to be unable to do too much pressure onto this Naga. 3-minute Lotus? Oh no, the bat is gonna steal it. Oh no!
Into his backpack as well. Might even get a kill on DJ here. Seems like he will go down. Plenty of illusion. Stick charges popped. A couple more right clicks is all it's going to take, though. It's going to be a kill into the pocket of 4-2-3.
Yeah, I mean, the Dawn basically has no mana, you know, like this is a problem with this hero early when you, because there was like a rune fight, he was I think he used like one or two of the spells, and he comes to the lane without having full mana. It's gonna affect his laning a lot. Like you have to send mangoes, but you want to finish your first couple of braces.
Taiga
And meanwhile,
takes a death down bottom as this lane starting to get a bit difficult. Jackie actually missed the spectral dagger. Sorry, a little awkward for him.
Spectral Spirit.
Spectral Spirit.
I didn't know that's a new spell in the game.
Spectre's kind of a spectral spirit.
Is she?
Well,
I thought she's like some. She's some PA. Isn't like.
yeah,
PA,
she's like
some.
she's like the ghost of future PA. You ever see Dickens' A Christmas? Was it A Christmas Story? What is it? The one with Tiny Tim and Bah Humbug. He reminds me a lot of you, actually, that guy.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Is that a compliment or?
Yes, absolutely. Because you know why, Winter? He goes through some
Is
character
under
development, and that's what, you know, as we discussed earlier, that's what immortal friends are for.
I see. Does he buy his friends like some nice dinner?
Sometimes, yes.
Or does he buy nasi lemak without telling his other friend? 11.
Yeah, it's going on to Taiga here. Quick little pause.
Alright, gotta pick up my nasi lemak. I swear, you know, every time I have a foreign friend in Malaysia, they always talk about nasi lemak.
It's good. It's a good dish. I mean, I literally just had one for dinner. It's hard to not like it.
If the person hasn't stayed in Malaysia long, he will tell you, he will describe it as coconut rice. But if the person has stayed in Malaysia for a long time, he will tell you, oh, nasi lemak is good. Take me to nasi lemak, please. Village Park, please. Or nasi lemak bumbung, the rooftop nasi lemak.
Village Park. I mean,
Yeah.
how can you hate on Village Park, though? Come on.
Don't you like the rooftop nasi lemak more?
I don't think I've had rooftop nasi lemak.
I mean, it's not exactly on the rooftop, but it's called the rooftop nasi lemak.
Still, I don't have had that one, is what I'm saying.
It's so near you.
Rooftop?
Yeah. Bumbung literally means rooftop.
No, I've never had that one, unfortunately.
Yeah, busy gobbling up your steaks, your dry aged wagyus.
Yeah, that's me.
Do you know how many plates of nasi lemak you can get? You can't count it with your 10 fingers, you know. That's how many plates you can buy. With a nice sunny side up on top of it, with some anchovies, some roasted peanuts, cucumber, and a nice little side of ayam rendang, chicken rendang.
That's what I had. I had one nasi lemak ayam rendang. Very good.
No, my wife likes the fried chicken most of the time. Ayam goreng berempah with spice.
Fried chicken.
Yeah, fried chicken with spice. With I think it was was it with tamarind or with can't remember the name of the herb. It goes really well with the sambal. I know you're not a very big fan of spicy things.
No, you say this. Look, I could see you smiling over there. You know, saying stuff like that. I'll tell you.
I've been in Malaysia for 5 years already, but I still can't take the spice.
Which one, huh? Which one? Come with me, Jojo's little kitchen. All right, we'll see if you could take the malapanmi there.
Jojo's little kitchen is not even that spicy.
Okay, that's what you say now. You just wait till they send you out the mala, and you go, "Why is it served in a red sauce?"
But that's not Malaysian food, you know. If you talk about mala,
I guess.
I mean, I know it's dinner time, but we don't have to do that. All we need to do is focus on the game now, you know, so that you don't remind me that you already had dinner without me.
So upset by that. I didn't get a Geo either, though. I will.
Yeah.
11.
You say we are immortal friends. You don't have dinner alone, you know.
This guy. I can't take it sometimes, Winter. All right. So, not a bad move from Sanctity, who has at least managed to force Corden back to lane here on the mid-earth spirit. A couple bottle sips, he has been pushing that wave out pretty consistently. Taiga collecting a kill down bottom, however. Is
Yeah, top lane, DJ. He's getting burned again by the bat. It's deja vu.
get him onto the wrong side of that little fissure there as well. That should allow Sanctity yet to collect another kill. It actually goes to the Naga Siren, who's simultaneously bullying back Masaros. So a bit of double duty there from 4-2-3 with some good micro on the illusions, collecting a kill and still doing very well in this lane.
Yeah. I mean, this is because of the Dawn not having mana when he gets to the lane. And level 1, he got the hammer because of the rune fight as well. But Ace, he's gonna die again on the Grim Stroke. His game looks grim.
Yeah, his game looks not very fun, I'll have to admit to you. Sanctity,
yeah,
he's going to be okay for now. No snowball available for DJ. It's hard.
I mean, this is what you want to see with the car wave, you know? The double support coming in with the Dazzle, and he has an illusion rune. Oh my god, they have to rotate people here. Otherwise, this tower's gonna go down.
I think it is going to go down. I don't think there's really much they could do about it.
Wait,
oh,
what happened to the creeps? Oh, he cleared the creeps?
Yeah, kicked the stone in.
Okay, I totally underestimated how strong ES is at defending this kind of pushes early on.
Yeah, it's 1.4 times damage to creeps. Creeps haven't been upgraded yet, so quick Winter, what's 1.4 times 240? Big number. Big number.
360.
Nice. It's a lot of damage.
I don't know. Okay, Wisdom Rune. 11 gets the 7-minute Wisdom Rune, so that makes him 7-11.
Very, very funny.
Okay.
Very funny, Winter.
Alright, Taiga's coming top. They have a car wave here with the catapult.
Yeah.
Masaros is not level 6, but
Jackie is, and he's going to go top with that Shadow Step. Sanctity is going to complete the TP. They're going to try and fight through this with the Magnetize now being applied. Jackie, however, jumping away should make this a little difficult now, as even DJ might be able to escape after that missed stroke of fate. Jackie back around.
Jackie's going. Oh, he's going
a little bit more damage. There's going to be the Solar Garden. The stun doesn't find anyone here, actually. SC still will fall, as Jackie is going to be next. Second stroke of the fight is on the mark. Masaros, however, now in a little bit too deep, as 11 will complete his TP in, and this should wrap up the fight. A kill there to the Urn trickle on Sanctity.
That is like your Dawnbreaker telling you, I can come back to the fight after ulti, just keep going. And then you realize you're in too deep after your Dawnbreaker tells you that. I can speak from experience. I have did that to my course a couple of times.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I get really excited, you know. I didn't die in the gang. Then I can TP back. I can come back to the fight, you know. I TP'd out. And then my core gonna runs in like that. He tries to go for an extra kill and dies because of me.
Yeah, honestly, I was a little surprised that we didn't see a rotation out from Corden. I think he really values that first item Ags, but you know, he's got already maxed Poison Touch, no points in the grave, which is not unusual, of course, for a mid Dazzle.
Yeah, this is the common build.
Right, right, but it's still showing up. Might have a little bit more of an impact. He instead.
Spectre has ulti to come for this fight.
They do, and DJ making the jump. Yep, there it is, onto the Bat Rider. The ward is going to be taken down. So will the Bat Rider. He falls in place of his own
Big
ward.
kill.
Corden in trouble here. Does have the points in the grave, but the Pulverize is going to pick him up and make sure that he has no chance to use any spells here. Sanctity trapped inside the Ice Shards. Couldn't get anything else off here, as 11 now dying basically 1 versus 3. Ace doing his best, but only so much he could really do. Limited basically to just having his right clicks.
Oh boy.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, that gang basically is IHC commenting too much on the Dazzle, because the Dazzle had the shield rune, so they had to throw everything on Corden. And then after that, they just had nothing left for the rest of the heroes, so they couldn't fight anymore. But you saw how much damage they could have done with the Ink Sword and Trample combination. That's how scary those two heroes are together.
Yeah,
and he's getting a Blade Mail on top of that, on the Primal. And I think this is usually a very, very good pickup whenever you have Grimstroke on your team.
They're really almost at a point where this combo is going to start really powering up, like you're saying, right? They just need a couple crucial levels onto their heroes, and they'll really be there. In the meantime, you know, 4-2-3 is already off into the jungle, farming away. 11 is defending that top tier 1 tower, and you still have this Earth Spirit mid lane who is, if nothing else, tanky, right? So killing him is not, you know, such an easy move. 1,500 HP here on the hero with 12 armor under tower, you know, this is not an easy kill.
They have Ice Blast, Rishi.
They do.
Might be possible.
They've got Ice Blast, and they have a Medallion of Courage. They're going to give it a go. The rollout's not in time, just a little bit late by Sanctity, and wow, he exploded. Okay, never mind.
What was it you said? He was tanky? He's a tanky boy?
Not against 5, he's not. With how many ultis? Just 2 ultis, huh? 3, I guess?
Yeah, everybody just is way too tanky nowadays with all the heart and the regen. That's why AA has risen in a lot of priority in terms of the draft. You can deal with all these tanky boys with Ice Blast.
Yeah, just tons of damage there, especially with the Medallion minus armor amping up all that dazzle damage. He dropped very quickly. Look for Masaros, actually. He did just use that Celestial Hammer, so leaves him without a very easy escape. There's also a lasso here should they need it. Blade Mail activated with the Shallow Grave now on top. Instead, they're going to take Corden here for a bit of a spin, but SC will be unable to really pull too far thanks to the Snowball. Still, the kill on the Masaros. They got what they came for, but how much more can they look to get now? The Silence onto 2 with the Phantom's Embrace. Oh no, there's 2 Phantoms on top of Corden right now. The Ren doesn't actually do that much work, though. That's going to cause 11 to fall as Jackie does Shadow Step into the fight. It's not called Haunt anymore. Always throws me for a loop. Regen Rune.
Haunt is the Aghanims, bro.
Yes, yes. It always was as well, wasn't it?
And Sanctity is going to try to look for an additional target here, but not going to find anything. Dazzle managed to just survive by the skin of his teeth there with the last heal. I mean, that's really unfortunate that Sanctity didn't get a kill on the Dazzle. That would have actually kind of salvaged that fight. I mean, they're really doing a good job, like moving around the Dazzle and the 2 supports and playing around with the Dawnbreaker. Like, Spectre really likes it when his team is just creating a lot of distraction for the opponent, you know, so they can't really focus on shutting the Spectre down. And on top of that, he's coming in, he's getting some kills here and there, helping his, you know, his bank balance for that Radiance. It's always nice.
A bank balance, yeah, that's very true. Is going for that Radiance build after the Blade Mail here. 4-2-3 into the Manta style, right? Just more illusions, more chances to proc Riptide.
I just realized it's not exactly bank balance, right? It's like GoFundMe.
What? Okay.
Because you're going there to collect money, right?
Right. Okay, I see. Ice Blast is not going to really find much here. They try and find 11, but he's a little bit too speedy there. There's a smoke coming down bottom, though, heading Bleed's way underneath that tier 1 tower. They're going to try and maybe jump Jackie here. DJ ready and nearby with the save. They also have the Solar Guardian.
They need more people here. TP on Dazzle.
TJ is also left here, so might leave Jackie in a bit of a rough spot. Sanctity, yeah, he can guess what camp Jackie's in. They basically know that one guaranteed. Blade Mail activated. In comes the Solar Guardian. TP is now coming in as well. Prime Police ends up getting caught by that stun. There they are, the stun onto with the double pulverize. DJ trying to pull him in the grave just in the nick of time. Out from Corden. Song of the Siren trying to reset this one. That will force Jackie to tick down here. No! With the illusions. Yeah, they got him with the illusions. Nice job there with the flame break. I thought the Vessel ending would have perhaps allowed Jackie to live there, but a little bit too hopeful thinking.
Oh, that was a bit unlucky. If DJ didn't leave, he got into a fight, maybe he got a defensive snowball. I feel like the Spectre is not going to die there. It's kind of unfortunate of the timing of things. He just left and then they arrive with the Smoke Gang. They have an Observer Ward behind. I mean, that still wasn't too bad for the Spectre. They defended the tower. I can tell you from experience, whenever you're a Spectre and your team holds towers, you feel so good because you still have a portion of the map that's available for your farm. But you don't want the enemy taking all your towers down if you're playing Spectre.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I'll give you a tip when you play Spectre. If you can defend a tower but sacrifice yourself as Spectre, do it.
What makes it worth it? Just having that space, having that time.
Yeah. Because sometimes I would say that whenever you have the time to collect money Radiance, but your teammate's strong. So whenever your teammate's strong and they're available to fight, you should still consider coming to the fight just to tank for your teammates. So even if you die, right, you hold a tower, you win a fight, your teammate gets rich, and they'll be able to, in return, give you time to farm your Radiance. Instead of just saying to your team, "Oh guys, I'm not ready to fight. I'm waiting for my radiance. I don't want to come," and then you lose the tower.
Going forward, they're
Well,
looking
are
for
you gonna
Corden.
lose the dazzle?
Phantom's embrace, the stun onto 2. They need to keep DJ isolated here to prevent the snowball, and they will do so. Jackie also joining this fight. Ice Blast connecting onto a few here with the bleed. They are taking some losses here in this fight. Able to retreat for now, but with the haste here in Sanctity, really looking to extend this Magnetize. Still only has, actually only has one more remnant, but that'll be enough at least for the kill onto Jackie. They find Taiga, and this is looking like a full team-wide Pure Winter as Masaros overneath the old Roche Cliff, kicked on back here into the waiting arms of 11. Another rolling boulder misses, but the Pulverize will not, and that completes the what? All in exchange for the SE Batrider. A very good fight here for IHC.
Guess what, Richie? IHC found the solution. The last 2 fights they lost because there was like a clutch wave, and this time they found the dazzle first.
They did.
Problem solved.
You're right. And not much Bleed can really do about that if the answer, or if the initiation is going to be a Blink Lasso every time. Unless DJ is ready, and I guess has Blink, and he will in 1,000 gold.
No, you're right. They didn't expect a Blink Lasso for sure. So they were kind of like, he was kind of like waiting for his teammates to arrive, and then he got caught, and then I guess Bleed kind of feel like they're still strong even though Dazzle died, because the enemy threw all their spells onto Dazzle, so they decided to still take the fight. But it was in fact the wrong decision. They have to try to play around Corden right now. The other cores are not as strong, you know, without the Dazzle being in the team fight. And DJ is working onto his Blink. That's going to help in terms of getting the save. But like I say, it's still going to be hard. If you're playing into the Grimstroke, you can always just precast the Soulbind so you can't snowball save.
It's a good point, actually. Especially if you're too close. You just have to be real close and, oddly enough, get someone else to get bound.
Pray. You have to pray. Yeah, someone else is already Soulbound. Then it doesn't latch onto you. And then you save both of them. Alright, SE.
This time.
Nice dodge.
Yeah, but it's going to track DJ back. Corden is moving in like he wants to try and be ready for a Grave. Lead with positioning here on the high ground. A Solar Guardian and the Grave both coming through. That'll condemn 11 here. It's like now with that Soulbind, IHC are going to be happy to cut their losses here and try and get out cleanly. Although I say that, Sanctity going right back on in. That'll be an easy kill here onto DJ. No, actually, it's not with Corden. A little bit more healing on the shallow wave. DJ silenced up, should end up falling here to that flame break damage or the illusion. Seems like it'll be one or the other. SC with the kill credit there. So 1-for-1 trade, but Atagius for Bleed. IHC feeling like they really need to make some moves here. Why do you see that? I mean, this Naga showing up to fight with just Orchid and Manta style?
Yeah, I mean, he feels like he's strong because the Spectre right now hasn't completed Radiance, right? So they are trying to abuse the fact that he still hasn't gotten to his power spike. So they're trying to use it as much as they can, but unfortunately, that's the end of their window. He just got his Radiance. It's going to improve his damage in the team fights against the Illusions and make it a lot difficult. You kind of have to maybe get the Mage Slayer into the Blood Taunt later to help deal with the illusion, the Radiance damage. But we see another Lasso, another kill onto DJ.
Maybe not. Corden's in position. Taiga as well with the short range Ice Blast. They're going to get two with that onslaught. One, but the onslaught in is going to put 2 down immediately. Jackie in pretty deep, but also tanky and showing up with the Radiance. For the very first fight, there's going to be that Pulverize, but is there enough left in the tank here for IHC? Their HP pool is rather low, and with the Magnetize ticking away, Bleed still very healthy here on their 3 cores. Supports for supports at the end of the day.
They have to be very careful every time they use their the Solar Guardian. Whenever the Solar Guardian ends, they take a kill, they cannot actually afford to chase more. The last fight, they tried to chase for more and they lost more heroes, you know. They just need to get the kill, the initial kill, and try to get back and reassess the situation. Because a lot of the strength of their team fight is from the Solar Guardian with the Haunt. Sorry, see, now it's me.
Yeah,
the Shadow Step.
Of course. It's a good change. I like that change on Spectre, to say the least.
Radiant are
so once that is expanded, you have to just reevaluate the situation and decide whether you can chase or not. You can't really just chase blindly. I mean, but eventually Spectre is gonna just, I think, get stronger and stronger in the team fights against the Naga. That's just how the matchup is gonna work, and then you're gonna see the Nagas having to change their approach, you know. You have to try to use your song to counteract the Shadow step of the haunt mid-late game and try to do a bit of a in out in yourself, you know. Commit but don't commit. Try to bait some spells, back off.
Smoke play now from
Sanctity.
IHC.
Masaros, oh
Yeah,
no range!
Just out of range. Did pop that Blade Mail, maybe a little bit too early, but hold on onto the BKB, so still relatively safe here. Ice Blast is going to connect onto, I think, 3. Jackie, he's going to, yes, be very eager for that kill. That Orchid will do nothing to stop him.
Yeah, that's the power of this AA Dawn Inspector, you know. You see no heroes, but you can still die. All of a sudden, all the long-range artillery lands on you, and you're dead. Especially if you're position 5, you have no items, you're low on HP and armor, you just die.
It's funny to call Spectre long-range artillery, but I really can't. I can't disagree.
Kinda...
I can't disagree with you.
You used to only call, I think, Snapfire long-range artillery.
Balsa's got some really stupendous range. Sniper with the ultimate.
Sniper's kind of like...
AA ultimate for sure. Sunstrike.
Yeah.
Well, there's a couple, right? Generally, I'd agree with you.
You know the Dota 1 global draft? You have Clockwork, Nature's Prophet, Spectre, Zeus.
Oh yeah, that's some...
And now you have Dawnbreaker.
Now you have Dawnbreaker, Underlord to an extent. I mean, he was in Dota 1, wasn't he?
Pitlord.
Pitlord, yeah. How can you forget him? He's gonna send his regard to you tonight.
Okay. in
right now,
in my pubs or
in your dreams, so IHC,
no.
they're gonna have the heart on the Naga done, so they're gonna have to.
They might have an in here as well on the Cordon. What a smoke
play. To get Cordon, that's huge.
Well, they know someone was just here. Cordon.
Cordon is gonna have enough gold for his BKB.
Yeah, he's
Don't
out.
die.
He's out of there. Wow. What a read. Everyone just playing it real safe here on Bleed. Masaros is going to find Sanctity. They're going to know something's up here. They have all the ultis. Looking, waiting for Taiga to launch that Ice Blast. They have also Tower. In goes Jackie now, kind of just baiting here. Soulbind does find 2. Snowball as well. He's going to be able to save Taiga for a bit. There's going to be a lot of damage here on the Soulbind Pulverized. Song of the Sirens trying to reset this one here. Looks like IHC preparing to go back on in. That's going to be a big ink swell. Dazzle has been isolated in this fight as well, as Masaros is going to be kicked away. Cordon has enough time here for the self-grave, but that's not going to allow him to live forever here, certainly. This fight completely all over the place. Another grave actually coming through just in the nick of time. No TP out here, unfortunately, for Cordon. They're going to get Masaros. Jackie is allowed to live. Looks like the supports won this fight over here. DJ and Taiga working together to take down the Batrider.
Yeah, very discombobulated fight from Bleed. The two supports went on a kind of like a chase to kill the Batrider, but the Dawn decided to go on the Primal Beast with the Spectre and the Dazzle. I feel like if they were maybe together, that would have been a better outcome for them. In the end, they lost 2 of their cores in exchange for just 1 position 5 Batrider. That's definitely not what you're looking for if you're Bleed.
Radiant's top tower.
But on the bright side, you still have Spectre. She didn't die, so she's still farming, she's still scaling. You always have that late game insurance against the Naga. And at some point, the Naga's gonna have to buy Silver Edge this game. Maybe after this, after the Bloodthorn, yeah. Don't think there's any other items that you are gonna be considering to buy. Oh, there's one more important item.
What?
The axe on the Grimstroke. This is a good game for it.
It is a good game for it. Get that Spectre Radiance. I mean, if you're not the first one to die in every fight, which, you know, Jackie so far, as you call him, long-range artilleryman, has been able to kind of just jump whoever he pleases. As long as there's an Ice Blast on top, they just usually get the kill.
Bot lane?
Yeah.
It's a Primal Beast.
Ice Blast on him. Yeah, not very much. They cut right through him like a hot knife through butter. Now, even with this DD rune, make that IHC not interested in taking a fight without the Primal.
Radiant's middle tower.
You have to just try to play together, let the Naga push out the lanes with the illusions. I think nobody else should push lanes. Because it's very scary, right? It's past his dagger, so it's easy for them to catch like we mentioned about this before, the global of the Dawn, the AA, and the Spectre. So if you're pushing out a lane and you see people on the map, it doesn't mean it's safe, because the one task hiding means that they can already gank you. So they have to be very, very careful with how they're
Radiant's
shuffling the
top
waves.
tower is under
If you're
attack.
IHC, try to use the
Dire's
Naga as much
bottom
as you
tower
can
is under
and
attack.
group up together.
Radiant's
Top lane,
courier
Sanctity
has
is
been
running
killed.
into a
Yeah, he
whole
is.
lot of heroes.
Yeah, he is. Another Ice Blast, even a little Spectral Shadow Step, just get right on top to guarantee the kill, basically. That might just be a free Rosh now for Bleed as they manage to stagger a couple of kills here across the Death
They can still
Timers.
fight.
Even without the
still
Earth
fight.
Spirit, you think?
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah,
is
I think
under
with the
attack.
Naga, you can always just poke and prod with the illusions. You have Song.
Draw out the
to
fight.
reset.
Yeah, I mean,
30 seconds.
on your side of the
Not too
fight, I
long.
mean, look how quickly this thing goes down, though. They're going to have to do it real quick. Know those initial
they're
illusions
too
here.
slow.
I think they are going to be a little bit too slow as the illusions being nuked down one by one as they to the
close.
pit. Down it
Song?
goes. 11 is
Oh,
in. Jackie, though,
that's
will
close.
be able to grab that Aegis. No Song ended up coming out here quite too soon. Song on top of the Pulverize here, kind of stacking the ultimates. Leaves Jackie
Run.
all by himself. Masaros forced to wait out the BKB duration is Jackie. Shadow stepping forward here. Everyone on the side of IHC dying one by one. 11 might just get caught here by the Ice Blast. Just barely catches him. He will drop hard or not. No regen for him. Makes it a terrible fight here for IHC to have taken. Just a little bit of the indecisiveness here, Winter, as Bleed just simply take down Rosh and move on and win the fight.
Yeah, they were like a little bit too late. Maybe I would say around 5 seconds. That's why all the 1-2 seconds count, and they're gonna get a pick here.
All right.
To the pesky A.
That's a big kill. He has been so much of that initial burst damage. So many tanky heroes, right, relying a lot on their regen to get them through the fights. No chance with that Ice Blast debuff, so taking him down,
Yep.
it's a good move.
They have 3 Haftaras against AA. So the Bat Rider has to take the AA out of the fight. I guess you also kind of have to target Corden, because Corden with his constant graving and healing is also a big deal in the team fights. I think they need to distribute their jobs. Grimshock has to silence one of them. I guess if you can silence the Dazzle, then maybe you can go for the Lasso onto AA. Or you get the double Soulbind on them, then you get both of them.
Everyone just continuing to farm up right now. It's very much like a Naga versus the world kind of a game, especially with how fragile this team ends up looking against all this kind of magic damage that's just kind of evaporating them. Jackie's starting to really come online too, and eventually with this Scotty, there will be no running from him. This is going to be troublesome.
I think Song is the key tool in the team fights. Either you get a Song to disengage at the right time, or you need to prey on your Soulbind into Lasso or Pulverize, to win you the team fights. It's not gonna be easy. Everybody's just so tanky with the Dazzle, healing, and graving, and with the Tusk. It's not easy. I think what needs to happen is the Earth Spirit has to sacrifice
Dire's
himself. He has to
top
go
tower
in,
is under
create
attack.
some sort of diversion in a team fight, initiate, force heroes to show themselves, then the Soulbind plus Lasso combo comes in play. They have to try to figure out who's supposed to take out who. It's not easy to play the team fight if you're IHC, because your lineup is very single target focused with the Soulbind.
Radiant are
You have
scanning.
Bat and Primal Beast. So the coordination has to be very, very good to win the team fights. You have to go on the right heroes and distribute your jobs
Dire's
well.
top tower has fallen.
Makes taking these fights really hard, and especially with how global Bleed have been. It's I mean it seems like the fight objective hasn't really changed, right? Like the heal basically of IHC's fight is always going to be this shallow grave, right? If they can't remove the availability of the grave basically immediately in the fights by silencing them or ideally killing the Dazzle, like taking the fight just feels impossible.
Yep. And this is the reason why I feel like Bleed's lineup is a lot easier to execute, right? Whenever you're a new team, you have trouble with coordination, and this is the kind of draft that's simple. You have a lot of global heroes that can always come in a moment's notice. You have multiple saves, you can always help each other. The Dazzle, the Snowball. So it makes it really difficult for the opposing team to decide, oh, there is this one clear target to go on, right? In some drafts, there's one hero that you need to target. But in this draft, there's a couple, there's a Tusk, there's a Dazzle. And then at the same time, because the A's Ice Blast is causing so much problems to your triple hearts, so you have 3 heroes that you need to target on. And then there's 2 global heroes, so it's very difficult. to execute it properly. You basically just have to rely on instinct and just jump on, make a jump in your initiation and hope it works out. The soul bind is going to be very crucial.
Yeah, because these long fights don't really feel like they're going to favor IHC too much. Unless 423 is on top of enemy cores, constantly right-clicking, which we have not seen happen since, you know, basically the 15-minute mark.
Yeah, he's playing it into a Radiance, you know.
Right,
and
right.
There's a lot of the shard from the desert as well. That's very good against the illusions.
Dire's bottom tower is
There's a lot of
under
things, you know,
attack.
to take out the illusions. That's why he can't really do this alone. He needs the team to get a good
Dire's
initiation, a
bottom
good fight.
tower has
And
fallen.
then he used his song to stop either the Shadow Step or the Solar Guardian initiation or counter initiation. And then try to play a long fight.
Smoke.
They need to pick their fights, basically.
Smoke clip by IHC. Got a Gem of True Sight, Blink Force on the Bat Rider for their initiation.
Dire's bottom tower
3
is
hearts
under
on
attack.
this team, 1 on each core, 1 Blade Mail, and 1 Soul
Radiant
Bind
structures
basically that
are
they've got to just get
fortified.
right here.
Radiant's
We're in this
middle
Roche
tower
window,
is under attack.
so 3 minutes until he spawns in, so no Aegis, no possibility of it for now. Both teams, at least Bleed, looking like they'd like to go high ground with this next Aegis, possibly look to close out the game,
Dire's
if not
bottom
just
tower
at least
is
get
under
that
attack.
commanding position where they just can't really lose it from. Things are looking to get real difficult here. And with Walrus kicking only 700 gold for DJ, things might get worse for IHC the later this goes. That's Ayaskati completed now, Winter. We're going to get that Blink Dagger for the Dawnbreaker here momentarily.
Yeah, whenever you see Naga Sirens queuing up a BKB, you know the game is not going well for her.
Invisibility.
It's gonna be like some red fight happening somewhere, you know, somebody's gonna get a
Radiant's
huge
bottom
jump and the
tower
game
is
might just
under
suddenly
attack.
be over right now. That's why you see the two teams playing very cautiously at the moment, just trying to outmaneuver each other. I mean, on the bright side, you do have the Naga, so you can always cut the waves and try to take a fight on your own terms. And if you don't see a good opportunity and you get jumped, you always have the
Radiant's
song
bottom
to get
tower
out, so
is
you
under
always have a
attack.
get out of jail card.
Smoke this time from Bleed. Still 90 seconds
Radiant's
out from that
bottom
Roche
tower
window.
has
Good
fallen.
positioning this time from IHC.
high ground.
DJ is going to get jumped first. They did get a soul bind onto him, but no latch. That allows him to get right on top of the Grimstroke. Sanctity, even with the shield rune, is not going to be having too great of a time as Jackie looking for these backliners, scattering the fight, leaving Sanctity completely alone. That's 2 dead already. 4-2-3's illusions, at least deleting DJ from the fight. But IHG, they're getting out of here. IHC, pardon me. Having a 2-for-1
Radiant's
loss
bottom
there.
tower is under attack.
Not too great losing your Earth Spirit, but also not a fight that really went that poorly. Still a chance that Roche could spawn top. We'll see in another minute where he'll go, but could very well be bottom here.
Yeah, they were just not on the same page, right? I feel like the Grimstroke wanted to go, but his teammates, they weren't like ready. You know, they weren't, the Grimstroke and the Earth Spirit, they were in position, but the Primer and the Bat, they were not near enough to start the fight immediately. Because if they were running up the high ground, you get the lasso jump right away or the pulverize. I feel like that fight was gonna be very easy for IHC to win. Because DJ somehow ran up the high ground, like they had no vision, they just decided to run up and take the fight, you know. So that itself is a kind of very dangerous proposition for the team on the low ground. And IHC didn't really capitalize on that moment.
Starting to look harder and harder for IHC here as well. This next Roche fight, they have to get right. Otherwise, Spectre, or basically anyone else with this age, but most likely the Spectre, is going to be a very scary proposition when it comes to trying to defend your high ground.
Yeah, I mean, the Spectre also has the shot, right? The
Radiant's
shot
middle
is like
tower is under
so
attack.
good against the Naga illusions in a team fight. Your illusions are basically not gonna do anything at this point, you know, in the team fights whenever Spectre is alive. That's a huge problem. They don't have enough damage to kill heroes right now because the Naga
Radiant's
is not
middle
able
tower
to
is
output the
under
damage.
attack.
I mean, for
Radiant's
Bleed, it's
middle
just
tower
about like
has fallen.
playing around each other, keeping each other alive, holding hands, you know, stand next to each other. And eventually the Spectre and the Dawn is going to output enough damage to kill them.
I mean, that's the cool part about this draft, right? For Bleed, it's just Taiga, DJ, and Corden that need to play
Radiant's
together. Everyone
bottom
else can just
tower
jump
is
in.
under attack.
Those three certainly want to be holding hands, and quick reactions needed from Bleed to ensure that they don't drop. Roche will spawn top here, 45 seconds, so it's a bit of a longer Roche, about a minute and a half total timer after that initial 8 minutes. So we'll guaranteed spawn top, and you can see where Bleed's already setting up. They've got the Slane down in the ward, Watcher secured for themselves. IHC, they're going to have basically no choice but to try and contest this. They're going to smoke in the mid lane. Mid is currently shoving in. This is the double wagon wave as well coming, so Bleed might take a little bit of damage. We'll see if anyone goes back to try and deal with it. Fortune 3 not sending any illusions to support the push, though. Wants everything here and now as Masaros is going to be scouted here. Gordon already used one. That's a good jump here. If they can blow up Masaros, gives him a chance, but he gets off the BKB. Turning now. There's going to be the pulverized with the Grave. Stopping them yet again. In goes Sanctity. He finds where the Dazzle is in the fight, as they have not yet managed to find a kill. There they go. Finally, the Dawnbreakers go down. 11's looking worse for wear as Taiga located on the high ground. He's going to be killed off. Gordon with the Self-Grave and the BKB, but Jackie is ripping apart these supports. That's a dieback just like that onto the Grimstroke. Needs to get on top. How about a little bit more of his teammate? Song of the Siren now for the reset as it's triple buyback out from Bleed Esports. It's IHC getting the fight right this time and choosing to tap out early after the triple buyback commitment from Bleed. They'll get the Roche here, Winter, but at great cost. At great cost.
Yeah, very, very nicely done by IHC, getting out when they can with the song. Bleed definitely feel like they had to get more with the triple buyback. This Roshan alone is not going to be enough for them, but they have to try to see if they can push high ground with this Aegis, but I doubt it's going to happen unless they get a pick off it. You're dealing with Naga, so Naga can always make it really, really difficult for you to push the high ground. So all they need to do right now for IHC is just wait out the Aegis and go for the heroes that have no buyback. So that's the Dawn, the Dazzle. Who would use buyback? Dawn, Dazzle. Yeah, Dawn and Dazzle.
Dawn and Dazzle.
I know Dazzle didn't use buyback. Oh, okay, he did. Wait, it looks weird. Oh yeah, he did. Okay, so Dawn and Dazzle. So wait out the Aegis and go for a smoke after Aegis expires. Try to kill one of those cores.
Yep, that's gonna have to be the thing that they need.
Tower is under attack.
It's a win condition, though. Win conditions now set for both sides. IHC can be very happy, confident taking a fight that they honestly looked pretty good in.
Yeah, but poor Ace can't really find the space to get his Aghanim. He has to buy a Gleamer, he has to buy a 4-star.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It'll be
attack.
great if he actually gets an axe. I think he might actually get to that point, because who's actually gonna deal enough damage later in the fight? So I feel like the Grimstroke with his Dark Portrait is the answer. And he didn't get the Philly Stone. I think this game, if you don't get Philly Stone, you feel so bad as the Grimstroke.
The Philly Stone. That's true, right? Doesn't really have that great of a farming mechanism, especially early, because you just want to take more points in that Inkswell.
No. He has great farming mechanism. It's just that you don't skill it nowadays.
Yeah, that's what I was saying though. Inkswell does not help you farm.
Kind of does.
Not against creeps, because you don't get the burst damage on creeps.
I mean, you still get like
you do like
let's say
you do the tickle damage.
You have a lower. You hear the shot, it's still good. Okay, they gotta pick off here.
This could be big. It's onto Cornered as well. He just bopped back. He's the one with the Aegis, though. BKB self-grave in time. But IHC taking this fight just off the high ground. That's going to be a dieback as well on Masaros, but he gets the cheese off. 4-2-3. He's going to be able to try and reset this fight now, but Sanctity is going in even deeper. That's going to be the first life. Sanctity kicked deeper inside of the base here as Corden respawning. In some trouble with Sanctity, trapped by the cogs, does manage to get himself out here. Song of the Siren as well, supporting his retreat. Very good song. Actually forced to tap out once again from a fight, but leaving better off than they started, right? That's Aegis and Cheese both utilized.
I thought they were crazy going on to the Aegis hero. But they somehow traded the Aegis, they traded the Cheese on Dawnbreaker, and they only lost the support. So that's great. It's insane how they were able to do that. Sometimes they always say whenever you have the Aegis, or you're the team that doesn't have the Aegis, your opponent never expects you to strike them, right? Because they have the Aegis. So that's the best time to go at them, because they don't think that you're going to go at them. And they're not ready. And then you can win the team fight.
Still coming aligned very nicely. There's that Abyssal Blade for Jackie. Deso now picked up by Masaro, so this physical damage is going to be intense coming through. IHC, though, they've been the ones, you know, kicking off these fights the last couple of times, and when they've been able to do so, they've looked rather convincing here. So a lot of wind in their sails here currently.
Don't forget the disengage, Richie.
Yeah, and the disengage, you're right. I mean, it's been going real well so far.
It's not easy knowing when you have to back off, you know. Players are generally very bloodthirsty. They gotta kill. Oh, let's go next. Oh, let's go more. Let's go more. And then when you realize it's too late, everybody is quiet and the game is over. They have shown a lot of restraints so far, you know. That's really good, from IHC.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Pushing mirrored sides here as well. Bleed showing quite a bit of restraint, leaving their two tanky heroes up front. Taiga hidden behind. He's actually picked himself up the ninja gear, which has been nerfed pretty significantly since the time of the TI quals, but is still a very strong item here when it comes to being able to position yourself properly in the fight. So it's going to be the jump now onto Jackie. They might be able to kick him back even further. They need a grave, they need something, they have it just in time. Corden is there, Solar Guardian in as well. In goes DJ for a little another snowball save. 4-2-3 ready with the song though. Is going to be able to try and reset this one. Masaro's getting off the BKB, however, is going to put a thorn in things. 2 dead so far. Masaro's popping off in this fight as there's Corden with another grave and a huge heal. Buyback now from Sanctity as this time Bleed looking to try and disengage. Masaros with a Celestial Hammer trying to pull himself out of the base. There's going to be that Shard doing a lot of good work. The kickback now puts Sanctity even further out of position as it's going to be 2 dead though. Masaros still drops. Taiga as well is going to end up dying back, but they might be able to get Sanctity if they do. That's a dieback dead for 110 seconds. Seeing what 11 can do now is he's kicked up all the way up to his Tormentor. 4-2-3 getting dragged, pulled along this fight like a puppy on its leash who doesn't want to go for a walk anymore. 11 as well, in for a bad time as 4-2-3, he's taking the scenic route. I don't know where he's going, but he's leaving 11 here to die. Finally, he finds Corden. He's kicked away. Wisdom Rune time, Jackie. Of course, you got to make time for that. There's DJ with the dust. 42 minutes in. What a legend, this guy. Little Ogre Seal totem away as 4-2-3 continuing to try and fight this one out, doing whatever it takes. And 2 buybacks in this fight here for IHC, but the fight, they've been just getting tracked so far away, Winter. They just can't continue this one. DJ and Jackie somehow outmaneuvering seemingly the entirety of IHC.
He didn't get out.
But it might be time to finally die, Jackie. And it seems like it is. Silence grabbed and killed 4 heroes from IHC. Eventually will catch up to him, and he will go down. Did not have TP, it seems. Just didn't have it.
That was again a very, very good initiation from SE on the Bear Rider. He grabs the Spectre, forces his team like into a very, very deep position. The supports don't really want to go there, but they are forced to. I think Bleed still did a good job keeping him alive. Somehow they graved him, they Solar Guardian on him. And there was this like snowball when he was about to die, and then they got was it like a Lotus or something healed him? I'm not sure if it was a Lotus.
It was huge, whatever it healed. It might have just been like Grave and does he have the talent taken, perhaps?
Radiant's middle tower
No, he
is under
doesn't.
attack.
I don't know what it was. It was a huge heal, though.
Fortified.
Yeah, he somehow like got a lot of HP back, and the fight kind of swung towards Bleed's favor. Again, another lasso.
Yeah, and it's a good one here. DJ, he is going to die. Has buyback. Masaros did not have to buy. Well, he doesn't have the buyback, so didn't have the opportunity. Fortify comes through. IHC, all heroes alive, onto the high ground. It's only Corden who's dead without buyback. Only for 22, though. He's going to have buyback in 20 seconds if they do manage to find a kill here. Kill on Masaros would be real good as well. He is shy on the gold for buyback. Look at the damage onto 2. The pulverize will put him down. DJ as well. He just bought back here, Winter. Now he's dead for another 100 seconds. 2 heroes now without buyback. Corden is alive. He has buyback in 200 gold, so he's just shy of it.
The game's just over, right? With this, what, 2 lanes at least?
2 lanes.
Maybe there's still a chance.
I think there's still a chance, unless maybe SC finds another phenomenal jump in.
I felt like Bleed were kind of expecting maybe the Spectre to buyback to take that fight there. That's why they committed buyback on the other.
Could have been, but they're saving it maybe for the next game. Winter, SC, this time he doesn't get it right. He will go down. Sanctity might be left for dead. Here's the Abyssal Blade, canceling the Rolling Boulder out. Nice jump in from 11. The Force Staff back, but Jackie makes the jump in with the Shadow Step. That'll condemn the Earth Spirit. He bought back earlier, if I'm not mistaken. Indeed, he did, so he's out of the game for another 70 seconds. 11 getting absolutely torn apart by Corden. Blinking forward with that bad juju. 6 stacks of bad juju here, Winter. Just absolutely doing a number here on IHC, who win the fight 3 versus 5. What? Cool.
It looks like one of those games. One team is pushing one side, and then somebody.
They're barreling it back. Corden did 12,000 damage in that fight, Winter. 12,000.
12,000. What?
12,000.
Oh shit! What was Spectre doing that fight? Tanking.
Tanking.
All right, is this gonna be like a full 180 swing right now, going to the other throne? They don't have buybacks on 2 heroes. Bat Rider and Grim has buyback. They probably don't want to buyback. Their song up. Maybe they can try to delay a couple of seconds.
They could. 20 seconds until you have your Ursa back who doesn't have buyback. 11 down for a minute. No buyback for 4. Corden dropping a tip on the 4-2-3 as he's throwing in the illusions.
Wait, Corden tipping the enemy team?
Oh yeah.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Bleed now. They're feeling very confident. That's going to be their own mid lane equalized here. They'll look for top next. Also have DJ protecting the next wave that's going to be filtering in. 40 seconds until you have the Primal Beast back. Bleed, they want a 3v5 fight. 4 versus 5. IHC, they might have to make those numbers work unless they give up another lane of barracks here. Fortify comes through, so they won't get another one here for another, what, 5-6 minutes. Jackie is tearing through your buildings. Masaro is even getting to work now with that Deso. It's going to be 2 lanes from the side. They're going to be looking for a jump, but they'll be able to back off. 15 seconds until 11 is back. They didn't want to leave anything to chance here, Winter. They'll settle just for -2 lanes.
They were totally thinking about it, going with the Soulbind. The Grim wanted to start the fight with the Soulbind with Lasso. Okay, they're gonna smoke out. Roche is going to... Is Roche up? Yeah, Roche is up top side. They have to go and fight. I mean, it's still anyone's game right now, even though they're... Like, both teams are kind of like 2 lanes down. Like, I guess for Bleed, it's 1.5 lane. Like, buybacks is gonna be the key to success right now. No buyback on Primal Beast, no buyback on Earth Spirit. So Bleed has the buyback advantage.
Yes, they do. No buyback on DJ. He's going to be the only one. 4-2-3 just going in. Pops the BKB in time, though. As 11 is going to look for the counter initiate. Nice roll onto 3 for the damage. I think it's just too much. IHC, they might not be taking this, and they don't. 4-2-3 gets absolutely obliterated. The Grave on Amasro is turning this around as SC trying to interrupt Corden and can do nothing. There's at least a kill on Amasros. He can ulti back in and is doing so immediately now on to 11. The snowball on out, chasing down Sanctity as DJ and Corden are double teaming him. 11, he's set to go down, and that's going to be a die back for him. The TPs, they're long out from IHC. They can't reinforce too easily, but they do get through Corden. That was the Abyssal Blade out from 4-2-3. Song finally comes through as Sanctity, who's just bought back, was getting triple teamed here. Here goes Ace. Here's SC. There's no Lasso for 19. They're going to have to try and make it work, and Astros immediately gets in the Starbreaker, almost blows up Sanctity. There's going to be another Ice Blast. This one just off the mark, but they're on top of 4-2-3, and that is a die back for him. Masaros finds him. Ace falls to the damage of Corden. That's 3 down, 2 diebacks here, 2 buybacks out from Bleed, but they're the ones with 4 heroes alive at the end of the fight, Winter. They're running it down top. They may just end this game here, especially as Jackie, he's found another. That's the Bat Rider down now. A dieback for him, and the GG called as IHC take game number 1. Sorry, make that Bleed take game number 1 over IHC.
Yeah, that's a very valiant effort from both teams. A lot of interesting team fights, a lot of big spells, big ultis, pickoffs, engaging, disengaging. It's a very, very entertaining game of Dota.